what advice would you give to aspiring poets? Oh, did I ask you that already?
Mm-hmm.
I asked her that already, and I'm holding this. Welcome back to the Creative Artistic Showcase. I am multimedia specialist Jamel Calhoun. My next guest is a poet, spoken word artist, hairstylist, and rapper. She wrote both books, Melon. Can you pronounce it?
Melanity.
There we go, Melanity, both 1 and 2. Please welcome Mell the poet. Thank you, Mell, for coming to the to cast. That's what the acronym for. Creative Artistic Showcase, but you knew that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's start with what inspired you to start writing poetry?
Honestly, when I was in the fifth grade, my fifth grade teacher, she gave me Maya Angelou's poetry collection book. And it was actually one of the first books I read from beginning to end. And I was so intrigued. And just ever since, I've just been writing.
Nice. And can you describe your writing process from idea to finished poem?
Yeah, normally I just have like random metaphors that pop in my head. So I just kind of like jot them down throughout the day. And then like when I have a day to where I can just actually focus, I'll just look at the list of metaphors and kind of just like put them together and write out a poem. And then I'll kind of go back and do like some tweaking with the word plays and stuff. And I kind of make a few drafts of it until like it sounds right to me. And sometimes I'll revisit it for like, a few days, a few weeks, just kind of look at it. And once it does sit right with my spirit, then I'm like, okay, we're done.
There you go. Okay. Yes. There you go. Whoa, look at that. So you don't think I'm just blowing smoke? How do current events and personal experiences influence your writing?
That is a really good question. I feel like most of my best material comes when I'm either in love or like going through a heartbreak, kind of like Queen Mary J. Blige. That's when I write my best material.
Shout out to Mary J.
Yes, and yeah, Power was amazing. But yeah, that's really probably the best times. And then of course, like certain life situations that like alter your life in a dramatic way. Also, is when I write my best poetry and stuff. Normally, when I'm like an intense emotion.
Mm-hmm. Awesome. How do you prepare when performing poetry in front of an audience?
Oh, so I still get like butterflies and stage fright after all these years. And I've been performing for over a decade now. But really, like, besides like practicing over and over, one of the things I like to do is I like to record myself doing a poem on my phone on the voice audio and then play it back to myself so I can have an idea of how it's going to sound to the audience. And then once that's perfected, I work on my stage presence in the mirror just to make sure that I have everything flowing correctly and stuff, and literally hours of practicing before I hit the stage.
How do you, because we all have this sometimes, like these creative slopes, how do you handle writer's block and creative slumps?
Ooh. So when I have writer's block, I like to listen to like different artists that are inspiring to me just to kind of get motivated. I like to listen to a lot of inspirational music as well. I have a whole inspirational playlist on Apple Music. Um, and then, yeah, reading as well, reading for inspiration, just finding new inspirations. And even if I don't have my flow together, still trying to like just write down like little random thoughts I want to go back and revisit and write about later.
Do you grab like sometimes like your notes app and then like you might have like a creative idea while you're doing something, while you like cooking something, and you be like, you know what, let me put this here.
See, I used to do that, but I don't have the premium, so they only let you do like 3 updates on the actual Notes app. So I actually text myself. So I have like literally a whole thread of just random thoughts in my text message to myself.
Those are good. Those are amazing. What are your thoughts on the future of poetry in the digital age?
Interesting. The future of poetry, as far as spoken word, there's so many talented spoken word artists. I just see it evolving and becoming more successful. Poetry is never going to go away. We all know that poetry is music as well. And I'm excited for the upcoming artists. I think that they're doing a phenomenal job. Just the creativity and the spin that they're putting with their poetry as well as music is just only going to elevate from here.
Nice. Do you have any rituals or habits that help you get into the writing mood or spirit?
Yeah, so kind of depends. I think my go-to is I like to write while I'm in my car and stuff. Like if I'm waiting for like food or anything, anytime I have in my car, something about being in the car that's therapeutic. I like to, when I get home, I don't go directly in unless it's super late. I like to just kind of process in my car. So that's kind of when I vibe out and get to writing. If I have an off day at home, I'll light some candles, pray, meditate, and then start writing as well.
Nice, nice. What advice would you give to aspiring poets just starting out?
For inspiring poets, I would say definitely just write your thoughts. Like start off with like journaling and stuff, and then start, working on your rhymes. And all poems don't have to rhyme, but it is a little bit more catchier for your audience if you want to do spoken word. And then I would also say, like, with your wordplay, like, depending on your vocabulary, look up similar words to the word that you're trying to say to see if you can find something a little bit more complex and, like, just look up different rhymes as well. And also look into other poets that who have been doing it for longer and stuff and just look at their stage presence. Look at their delivery and study that as well, and also look into their content to see like what they're writing about and who inspired them and their journey as well, because we have to learn from the OGs.
Were you ever part of any book clubs or currently part of any book clubs?
No,
Because you seem like a book club person.
No, I can never commit to book clubs only because I like to read on my pace, and I have a very busy lifestyle, so I just don't like committing to like deadlines when it comes to like organizations like that.
There we go. There you go, Mel.
I have a feeling all of these are going to be ugly.
You can't have that self-doubt mindset. No. These are great. These are amazing. What do you hope readers take away from your poems?
Honestly, I really want my readers to just learn from my life experience. I want you guys to be able to obtain wisdom from the choices that I've made in life and the things that I've grown from. That way you can do better, as well as just understand that everybody's human. Like a person can look a certain way on the outside, but you never know what a person's going through. So even though things look good on the outer appearance, everybody's battling something. So just be kind, be humble, and just understand that we are all human trying to make it.
Okay. And overall, not just within poetry, what are some projects or plans you have in store that you like people to look out for?
As of right now, I'm really big on my TikTok content. I am a Christian content creator, so definitely follow me on TikTok, Mell, MELL underscore the underscore poet. Follow me on TikTok for Bible studies as well as Christian motivation. And I'm also working on a special project that I'm hoping to have finished before the end of 2025. More details as I wrap that up.
All right. Well, I'd like to thank Mel the poet for being a special guest on the Creative Artistic Showcase. Again, thank you so much for coming, Mel.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. And again, all her links to her social medias and her books will be in the description below. Please support her. And thank you all for coming to the Creative Artistic Showcase. Again, I'm Jamel Calhoun. Have a great day.
Thank you.